It's so nice to finally catch up with you. I don't know
I know,
how we
yeah.
managed to miss each other on a week last Saturday.
Do you know what? I have no idea, mate, 'cause I was there for ages as well. I was there for absolutely ages. But I was in the back sorting like payout for fucking God knows how long. So I think by the time I came out, I think you must have been in with the person that fought after me, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
So yeah, yeah, I
And it was a
just
stacked card. It was 10 fights on the
yeah,
card, and they were all fantastic fights.
yeah, yeah,
So lots to talk about in those interviews as well. And that's why I was gutted not to catch up with you straight away, because as you know, at VIP, we really like to get the chat post fight out there as soon as
yeah, yeah,
possible, really, because to celebrate the great work that you've just done. And
yeah,
this was
yeah.
your second fight, Rowan.
I know, yeah,
And what a fantastic performance it really, really was. Um, Absolutely loved it from start to finish. It really was a
yeah,
pleasure to watch. How did you find it?
yeah. No, honestly, I found it. It sort of went exactly how I hoped it'd go. There was quite a few things that I wanted to iron out from the first one that I didn't do. That I sort of kicked myself for the 3 month or whatever in between both fights. That I knew that I wanted to get right this time, and I feel like I did that. Yeah, so I feel like I corrected the things that I needed to correct from the first one. So yeah, no, man, I really enjoyed it. I was having fun in there, mate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, I've loved it. Yeah, it was good.
It really came across like you were having fun as well. But what I kind of love the most is that you just sat there and kind of criticised your debut performance when honestly,
Yeah,
the debut is like the worst ever. You're never going to get worse than that. I always feel like that. But your debut was fantastic. And I think you're so overcritical there. I
yeah,
think we all said that. Maybe gassed out a little bit in that third round. But aside from
yeah.
that, it was fantastic. And you look like you enjoyed that too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, for me, I am always my biggest critic, like 100%. But that's why every performance you'll see, they will be better every single time. Because if I act sort of like hard on myself and pull out the little nitty things that people probably don't even see, I see them, and I like. For me, I've got to iron them out for next time. So like, the second one was a lot better than the first, and the third one will be a lot better than the second. And that's I will just keep progressing. If I hard on myself, then I won't get it done. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it probably was quite a good debut. But for me, like the things I know I can do, I didn't do. So that's why, like the jab, like God, I thought, mate, the jab was working mint in the second one to the point where, mate, I took my glove off and my hand was swollen, mate, up here because it was just so many clean jabs, just bam, bam, like right on the target. And I thought, yeah, like I know I've used my jab well this time. Do you know what I mean?
And that was something that literally from the first bell you really did. And it was sharp and it was snappy, but you were cutting off the ring as well, Rowan.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
weren't. You were following up off the back of that. They
Mm.
weren't just pot shots here and there. You were coming
No,
with
no.
something different every time. Um,
Mhm.
and it just even just stalking right from the beginning. And when you chatted with Lee pre-fight, I picked up on something and I was hoping that I was going to see it. And for me, I think I did. You
Oh,
wanted to provide articulated violence.
that
And
was it. That was
I
it.
love that. And
Yeah,
you did.
wait.
You
Which
did. You
was
could see
which is what
that.
I thought I did. Yeah, I hunted him down, I stalked him, and I sort of picked my shots right. And it were quite tight up top, so I was dropping down to the body. I was trying to bring it back over the top. Like that's what I thought I did. Yeah, articulate violence. But that was the plan, and I thought that. Yeah, I feel like I did deliver it. Do you know what I mean?
You
So
honestly,
that was it.
100%. Like, I literally underlined it when like I say, when I seen the original conversation that you'd had with Lee, because I didn't get to catch up with myself, and I was like, if this guy pulls this off, and I can see the intent in the interview, then this is going to be a fantastic second fight. Like,
Yeah. Well, so like everyone constantly told me, like, oh mate, the Baltic bomber is gonna come forward, he's big, he's strong, and he's gonna put you on that back foot. And like I said to Lee, I said, if he does, I'm happy to box a move, but at some point I only go back so far, and then like sparks will fly and I will come forward. But as it happened, no, I just oh yeah, yeah. Just thinking of yeah to this. Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know. Like obviously, I sat on the front foot, and then anytime he tried to push forward, I was just that little bit too fast for him. And I knew it. I said it all week. I said I'm going to be too fast, too sharp for him. And every time he sort of came in with a big shot, I made him miss, and I made him pay straight away with two, three shots. Just to sort of like like you aren't going to push me back. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, like I'm going forward with this fight. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, no, yeah, I feel like but I pushed him back the all 4 rounds, and I feel like I was just stalking him, wasn't I? So that was the
Absolutely.
plan. So
You
that was the
were,
plan.
and it kind of, there was a bit of a crescendo with that. In the first round, like you say, you worked off that jab, you were cutting the ring off, and could see all of that. But in that second round, you started to set your feet a little bit more, and actually, that kind of made him want to come forward. Which I think ultimately made it a little bit easier for you then, because you to open him up a little bit more. But I just want to talk a little bit about Projeski, because I always, when it comes to journeymen, these guys have got a place in this sport, and we've got to just look at like his record. Yes, he's got 61 fights and 61 losses, but this kid has been stopped 8 times in all of that time. So he's tough. He's a come forward guy. He's the Baltic bomber. He throws bombs. That's what you will always try and do. And I thought you just handled it comfortably, and it was lovely to see. And yeah, literally, it was lovely. And then going into the third round, there was just 3 lovely right hands, and you just didn't smother the work. You just took that patience. And I think if maybe if it had been a 6-round fight, the result may have been a little different. I don't know. But
I could feel the tide starting to change a bit. Like in that third round, I think that's when I caught him with a real sweet body shot as well. And like I could see he just sort of sunk in a little bit, and he sort of laid back on the ropes a bit. And I thought, oh, like he's felt that. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously, I tried to work off that. But he's a veteran in the game, isn't he? He knows how to move around the ring. He knows how to, sort of just get out of danger. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the kind of guys I want. The experienced guys. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I was going to say they're the kind of fights that you want. Really, you don't want to be going in with guys that are running. You want questions to be asked, and you found those answers, and they're great learning fights. And I mean, you said to me about the debut and the things that you changed, and we saw that in this. Going into fight 3, then what are you looking to achieve moving forward?
So for me now, like really, I was speaking to Lee the other day, and they were sort of saying we thought, that the Baltic Bomber was going to test you, so ask questions. He didn't really. You was just too good, too fast, too sharp for him. Really, next ideally, we want to see a step up. A better opponent, more wins on the record, maybe even a 6-rounder. Because for me, I want to be topping the bill at Hull City Hall. I want to be like main eventing it, and sort of just proper selling the place out. So for me, I've got to be having tougher fights. I'm happy for a step up, maybe a 6-rounder. As you saw then fourth, I didn't tire at all. I real sort of I just pushed. Obviously, a 6-rounder, I feel like I could do that for 10 at the minute. I feel absolutely mint, mate. I feel great in the gym. I feel so fit and sharp, and I feel like from the first one to the second one, I've just clicked a bit. Like the sparring's gone wicked. Like I've had some real good sparring, and everything's just fallen into place. So I just feel real good right now. So I feel like a step up. I'm probably giddy for. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Next is a good opponent, a step up, more rounds, and you'll see me go through the gears more. I feel like the second one was better than the first, but the third one it's got to be better on it. Do you know what I mean? So I think more gears, definitely.
I can see you like chomping at the bit, like your eyes are shining when you're thinking about it. The smile
I'm just excited, mate. Yeah,
and
I keep going up for titles. Do you know what I mean? Like I just want to keep climbing that ladder, and as soon as a title shot comes, I'm there for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready. So
okay, Dream 2024.
Yeah, but
what would it be?
My dream 2024 is the end of 2024 headlining Hull City Hall in a 50-50 for a Central Area title. That'd be mega, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? That'd be huge, and then move on from there. But it's a people don't do it that quick, do they? You know, I've only been pro since July. I've only been pro for a month. Do you know what I mean? So like to say what, you know, in sort of 10 months' time, be fighting for titles, like it's not really the known thing, is it? But I feel like the way I'm feeling and the way I'm training, I feel like I'm ready for that. Like I don't fight like every other fighter. You know, I feel like I don't know. Like I'm hungry. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I'm ready for it. I feel.
I can see that you genuinely feel and you believe that's possible, and
Yeah,
I'm really
100%.
excited for your journey, Rowan. I'm probably invested in it because I was there for your debut. I interviewed your
Yeah,
debut.
innit?
I think it was my debut interviewing for VIP on the post fight that night as well, I think. So yeah, I'm heavily invested in your journey moving forward. And I know you had your partner and your little one there, and you had all of the fantastic family there this time. So I can really imagine you selling out Hull City.
Yeah, 100%.
And taking home those titles, absolutely. But listen, Rowan, I know you've got a super busy evening. You've got a class at 5:30, and
boxing time class,
but thanks so much for taking the time to catch up with me, champ. And I will see you for an exciting 2024. And we get
I'll see you there. Thank you very much. But yeah,
congratulations, Team Stanley.
I disarmed the Baltic Bomber, mate. That was it, wasn't it? So
yes!
I'm happy.
You brought the fireworks on Bonfire Weekend. You certainly did.
But anyway, I'm buzzing, and I am ready for whoever's next. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But cheers for your time. Appreciate it as always.
Congratulations, Team Stanley, as you move to 2-0.
Thank you. See you later.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.